Round
2-1. Game start. Purdue versus Texas A&M. Round 1. Texas A&M going to come back with a vengeance. We're all ready to see what Elizabeth can do with blue standard 3. Really the highlight of their early game. Already getting some chip damage down. You can see that health buff that the balancing standard has for Purdue.
I believe it also took a health-focused upgrade path because that's not typical of the other balancing standards that we've seen. Looks like the Purdue Sentry is going to be doing some random firing, just like we saw earlier with New York University.
That's the Sentry of Purdue, actually firing away very loud here in the arena. They're about halfway through their ammunition, doing the NYU spray and pray strategy, but using double barrel projectiles. They're about halfway through their rounds already.
Looks like Texas A&M Sentry was actually taking some shots. 5 projectiles have left the TAMU Sentry barrel.
First blood.
Chad, I can't hear anything in this arena. 200 projectiles left. Texas A&M actually falling behind. Purdue, plot armor engaged. They have a 129 HP advantage. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the game. Purdue does have a power issue there, and the Sentry now stopping with 43 projectiles left. Who knows if they're just not able to fire them or if their Sentry is deciding not to. Texas A&M wasting some projectiles here on an invincible base. There we go.
That's not an invincible base. It's on the overshield. Overshield's down to about 25%. The hero having 2 more projectiles left, standard not having any. More than likely, Texas A&M is going to use the money that's going to come in from the 3-minute mark for projectiles for their standard.
Good call there, Matt. Texas A&M able to chip away about 1,100 of the health of that overshield.
Purdue chipping away at the health of the Sentry. That's going to bring Purdue into the lead by Sentry health. 3 minutes left in the match. Anything can happen. 2 level 1 robots on the side of Purdue. It's going to be very hard to come back from.
Texas A&M starting to rack up some kills on their standard. Level 2 achieved.
Exactly what I was going to say.
Level advantage on the side of Texas A&M. Slight health advantage now also gained by Texas A&M. They've really been able to show a good use of snowballing in these games, Matt. Once they get started, they just are able to get larger and larger leads.
See if the Sentry is going to be able to engage the Purdue robot that's currently attacking it. Looks like it might not, as the standard comes in to try and defend, and the hero comes in as well.
Standard from Purdue falling very, very low in HP. Able to make it back, though, probably chasing the hero, actually, of Texas A&M.
Texas A&M robots both being out of ammo. Similar problems to how University of Washington was running into ammo problems, but this time they do not have the excuse of having 2 17mm projectiles and trying to take an entire base down. It might just be chalked up to
well, at the 2-minute mark, both teams are receiving 300 gold. Texas A&M spending all of that already. That's going to give them the option of taking out the base of Purdue as they chunk down both the base and the Sentry at the same time, now eating into the health of the base of Purdue, gaining a substantial lead.
Pretty good position for Texas A&M. A little bit hard to recover from Purdue, but their standard level 3, or their standard 3 is now level 2. Which their standard 3 is their prominent aspect of Purdue.
Yeah, it's that balancing standard that's been performing much better over the week.
That is, in fact, on the side of Purdue.
Texas A&M standard 3 doing really well. Their hero really,
once again, Texas A&M is completely out of projectiles. Ooh, and that's going to be a knockout, actually, from Purdue. Cream of the crop standard taking out one of those heroes.
50 seconds left in the game, and that advantage garnered by Keegan, driving the hero of Texas A&M, still holding up.
Ooh, and that's going to knock the Sentry offline just for good measure. They now move on to the more of a defensive front with a hefty lead. Seeing that capability of the barrel switch being quite a strong aspect of this competition, as Texas A&M now takes another kill on Purdue's balancing standard 3.
That was a really nice viewpoint to showcase one of the advantages of the balancing standard. You can see them blocking the projectiles with their wheels there. 9 seconds left, and it looks like round 1 will go the way of Texas A&M, but Matt, that was much, much closer for the first 2 or 3 minutes than I would have predicted.
Certainly was, but it looks like Texas A&M just ran out of ammo a lot. I think they were spending more projectiles, or spending more currency on the hero projectiles, trying to get Keegan perhaps a little bit more practice in hitting those projectiles. But we'll see how that ends up turning out in the second round.
Chunking through that base shield does cost a lot of extra gold. That's
almost
for sure.
a new damage record, matching University of Washington nearly, almost breaking 4,500 damage. And I think that is definitely owed to the fact that there is a base shield. I think shooting through that base shield has to contribute to that total damage. I think total damage means what it says. Total.
All of the damage, not just robot and structure damage, but shield damage as well. I agree.
Yes.
I think you've interpreted that correctly. 3, 2, 1.
Texas A&M, if they win this, move on in the winners bracket. Neither team is eliminated entirely from the competition, as both teams have won a match to get here.
Chat is
double
getting
elimination
spicy.
bracket.
I'm going to watch the match instead. All right, so we've got Texas A&M putting all of their projectiles into the standard. It looks like the classic opening for Texas A&M. We have Purdue splitting their projectiles between their 2 standards, which is interesting. That it will allow them to maybe be able to 2v1 one of these robots, but instead they split and cover both lanes.
Well,
not able to 1v1 that early advantage of the swapped barrels, though.
I think that sentry might be looking for a target. Sweeping pattern did change.
Matty D is asking about the sentry from Texas A&M. It is now firing. It's got 744 projectiles left. Starts at 750, so let's see if it's able to fire anymore.
Let's see if the Purdue robots actually are able to get into the vision range of the erratic surging pattern. Texas A&M sentry. Texas A&M hero securing those blood bags in the center. Giving 2 extra for the team. Blood bags are the only way to heal in this game, besides the, I guess, tiny amount of healing that you get whenever you are going from 0 to about 25% health when you get revived.
Standard 3 for Texas A&M, going and dealing some damage to the sentry, but still behind. This is what we saw last round too, Matt. Purdue with the early lead. Texas A&M really playing for that late game level scaling on their standard and hero.
Looks like they're going to get it as the standard kill comes across again for Texas A&M. Now attacking the sentry with reasonable precision. I say reasonable. There was only 2 projectiles hit and 2 volleys, but
yeah, I don't know, chat. I don't know why the sentry for Purdue is not spraying and praying the double frag as you have deemed it.
Let's see if Texas A&M sentry is actually able to locate the target if Purdue actually ends up coming around the corner. Once again getting knocked out. Level 2 hero, level 2 standard for Texas A&M. We've seen them use this level advantage with extreme efficiency, as well as using these double barrels with, you can see the benefit of having 2 of these barrels. When it's one he overheats, they can switch to the other. That's very low heat, and that's going to just secure a sentry kill. Purdue now quite behind with a sentry from Texas A&M at 520 health. Their sentry is completely knocked out. Their robots also at a severe level disadvantage. 2 minutes, 20 seconds level quadra kill. I think that's
Can't you go for Penta? Play for Penta! Play for Penta!
If the Penta's able to be secured, that's going to be a Penta kill ace. Looks like ammunition is going to be there.
There's so little health left on standard 4 if Texas A&M can take it down.
That would be the first Penta kill. It's already the first quadra kill. Looks like that's not going to be the case as the blood bag is played for, and Texas A&M is going to be playing safe. Elizabeth said she wanted the smoke. Does not look like she's looking for it this round.
Texas A&M's hero, now Keegan moving in late game. He's been the hero of the team. Chunking away Purdue's health. Dominant fashion, Texas A&M earning back their timeout and taking Purdue down in a best of 3 twice now. 2 matches in a row.
Mohawk or no Mohawk, does not look like Samson is on the team of Texas A&M, as they're able to secure this win and now move on in the loser bracket. Purdue is not eliminated. They are now going to be playing, I believe, Singapore.